Right in the dick. Boom. They say shooting yourself in the foot. No, right in the penis or the
pussy.
That's what Dalton Rushing's been doing to his reputation all year. It's insane. The calendar hit 2026, and Rushing was sitting there like fucking Thor in Avengers Endgame, plotting his revenge on Thanos, except he's planning on how to be the villain. How can I get people to hate me? And honestly, it's kind of fair in a way, because think about it. The Dodgers have been too likable. Like on a player basis, they're not just elite at throwing or hitting balls. They got the whole elite package, like the elite humans who watch these videos. Y'all are special. And if you haven't hit that button yet to join them, it's never too late. Just like it's never too late to stop blindly hating on the Dodgers because they win a lot. But like, whatever, I get it. Not becoming an elite human. That's crazy. But hating on a team because they're good. I mean, if I was around when the Yankees were winning every year in the 90s or before that in like the slavery times, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, fuck those guys. Fuck Derek Jeter. I hope he gets chlamydia. So I'm not going to fault Padres fans or whatever for hating on the Dodgers for winning. Like, okay, I get it. But you can't hate their players. Like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, Yoshinobu. Like, you can't hate any of these guys on a personal level because they're just unproblematic people. Like, damn you, Mookie and Freddie, you assholes for... I don't even know. Like, what are you going to say? So I think Dalton Rushing and the childish, annoying, weird behavior he's brought to the team, it's kind of like, in a sequel to a really good movie, a couple really good movies or seasons of a TV show, you can't just have nothing change. You got to add some character to the story, to be creative with it. So that's what was missing the last two seasons. An unlikable player who causes issues. I mean, it really is crazy because Rushing, this dude feels like every other time I hop on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck, I see some new clip of him crashing out. At first, it was a lot of him being an asshole, like to other people, like accusing the Rockies of cheating or calling Miguel Amaya on the Cubs a fat fuck for like no reason. There was zero tension before that. Amaya probably didn't even know who Rushing is. He probably thought it was Will Smith behind the plate or whatever. Meanwhile, it's this cartoon villain cursing him out. He was seen saying fuck him about Jung-Hoo Lee, K-pop Barry Bonds, who he just tagged out at the plate, and he was on the ground in pain, and while walking away, it looked like he looked back and then was like, no, fuck him. He did make amends, like he did talk to his own teammate, Haesung Kim, who's also Korean and friends with Lee, so, he sorted it out. But yeah, well, Logan Webb hit him for what he did, smoked him right in the ribs, and then he slid into Willy Adames at second base right afterward. He did this in Pittsburgh too, a couple weeks ago. There was also a time when the Dodgers were in Milwaukee. William Contreras challenged a ball call. He thought it was a strike, and Rushing looked at him, giving that look of, hate to break it to you, bud. He was like, that's a ball, only for it to not, in fact, be a ball. It was very much a strike. Like, it wasn't even one of those where the ball kind of was touching the zone. Like, no, the baseball was completely in the strike zone. So, I mean, just at every chance, he just looked dumb and rude for no reason. Reminds me of that bully from Home Alone. So, the Dodgers are they already clinched their playoff ticket when spring training started. Same with the division, pretty much. And I know that may sound risky to say, and usually it would be. Like, you can't just be cocky like that about something in baseball. But when you're talking about a team that wins divisions in their sleep and has been doing it for the last pushing 15 years, like, it's not crazy to say. So there's no drama on that end. Like, the question isn't, are the Dodgers good enough to make a playoff run? It never is. So again, the writers had to be creative. That's why Rushing is there. He's the new character that's causing problems. It's actually an interesting plot twist kind of thing. Because, like, instead of a team or another player from another team challenging the Dodgers, it's someone challenging them from within. Like, ooh, okay, that's interesting, right? So that's the number one problem for the Dodgers, at least for now, in 2026, until October. How do we keep this fucking man-child under control? I mean, look at this.
Who's the guy you don't want to sit next to on the team flight?
Just be honest.
Be honest.
Nobody's going to see this.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to see it. Yeah, right.
Wait a second, what?
It's only going to go viral. It's fine.
Sorry to pick on him. Let's flip it. Oh my gosh, you guys nailed it.
Yeah.
What? Why? What's the deal?
Get to know him, you'll find out.
I knew Kike was going to pick him, so I picked him.
Oh, poor kid.
He's not a kid.
Almost like Rushing's entire goal is to prove why Kike and Call chose him as their answer to that question. Like, he doesn't hide why. It's very obvious. Take a look at all these crash outs he constantly is having. Yeah, now imagine being next to him on a plane. I'd beg to switch seats with a terrorist. I'd rather hear Allahu Akbar on a plane than have him sit next to me. In fact, if I was on a plane with Osama bin Laden and Dalton Rushing and only had the chance to push one off the plane, I'd push Rushing off.
Being really funny, and then you went too far.
Okay, the point is Rushing has really added drama to a team that otherwise wouldn't have any so far in 2026. And as if it couldn't look any worse for him, reputation-wise so far, he pissed off Shohei Ohtani. That's like pissing off Elmo and Santa Claus and Winnie the Pooh. Actually, someone already did that twice. There was a sequel, but you get what I'm saying. He already had a weird moment with Shohei in the dugout like a month ago or so, or whatever, when he threw his gum around his shoe, and it ruined Shohei's vibe. He full side-eyed him, walked away and everything. And whenever these two have a pregame handshake, it literally ends with Shohei telling him to shut the fuck up. Like, this is what Dalton Rushing does to people. It's like a running thing with the Dodgers now. Like, shush, shut up. So in their last game in Minnesota against the Twins, Shohei was getting the start on the mound. And Will Smith, you know, who's usually behind the plate, especially with Shohei, he's been out with an injury. So for now, they got two completely different types of catchers. There's Rushing, who's a young up-and-coming type player. And then there's Chucky Robinson, who has an awesome name, by the way, but he's more of like a journeyman type guy. And he got his first 2 hits with the Dodgers in this series, so good for him. But anyway, Rushing was catching Shohei for this game, and watch this. So first inning, Shohei gets the first couple hitters out. He's having a grand old time out there smiling. Everything's great. Next up, 100 miles an hour, way outside for a ball, obviously. But the next one, though, was perfectly placed. And Shohei was like, whoa, wait, you don't want to challenge that? No? Okay. Look at his face. He's like, fucking moron. Like, okay, just keep a happy face. Have patience. Next 2 pitches, he missed. So 4-pitch walk. He ended up getting out of it, though. Next hitter, Josh Bell, popped out. Bell was not happy about it.
Weak fly ball left center field, and hope the bleep button was working right there. Bell lets his displeasure be clear as it flies to left, and Ward puts it away.
Next inning, the Twins started getting something going, though. Base hit to start it off, strikes out Royce Lewis, nasty slider, but then gives up another hit, another single. The hitter Brooksley just reaching out and grounding this through. And then the next hitter after that hits a single. The runner at second didn't go home, though. Smart move. Pajes in center probably would have cooked them. But yeah, Twins are looking pretty good. And then this happens. Rushing can't catch this fastball, so he got crossed up here. I think he was thinking Shohei was about to throw a splitter or slider or whatever, something slow, but he was throwing a fastball and wasn't ready for it. So Rushing's pissed off. They both are. And all right, this is where Rushing needs to shut the fuck up. Like, this is a moment where, hey, buddy, this never happens with Shohei and Will Smith, okay? Like, don't make Shohei look like the idiot here. I promise you, nobody's going to take your side. And actually, it's happened twice. So that pitch in the first inning, I think this was a cross-up too. That's why he didn't catch it. It flew away. So this is the second time this has happened. It's the second inning. Shohei is like, oh my God, I'm trying to win a Cy Young Award, and I have to deal with this shit. Oh my God. So Rushing walks out to the mound, and Shohei, I don't obviously know what he was saying here. He seems to know better English than he gives on publicly. So I don't know how fluent of an English conversation this was, but Shohei did not look happy. I mean, I think what you can kind of read from his lips, at least one of the words that seems obvious you can read is fastball. Like, I was throwing a fastball, which is what he did throw, and Rushing obviously didn't see it coming. So yeah, he didn't look happy, but they have a little come to Jesus talk on the mound. The pitching coach and the translator also were out there. So, all right, Shohei looks like he's fine now. All right, let's move on. We're on the same page, except they weren't, because 2 pitches later, watch this. Shohei throws this pitch. It's called a ball. It's close. Rushing doesn't challenge. And by the way, I think this was another cross-up. He caught this really weird. Like, I don't think he was expecting. So first off, he's expecting something slow, like a slider, let's say. It's a fastball, and he drops it. It goes by him. That happened 2 times. Now it's the opposite. He's expecting a fastball, gets a slider, so he gets crossed up here. And Shohei, he's like, wait, I want to challenge it, and Rushing does not challenge it. So Shohei's like, all right, fuck it, fine, I'll do it myself. So he challenges the call, taps his head, and look at Rushing. He's kind of showing him up again, having another like little crash out, freaking out over Shohei doing this. And I've actually said that it's dumb to challenge balls and strikes early in a game. Like, I'm pretty sure Will Smith like challenged the first pitch of a game, like if it was a ball or a strike. this year. And I'm like, why? But, okay, first off, it's Shohei Ohtani. If he asked me to blow up a school, I would. All right, let me stop. But no, also, this isn't a dumb time to challenge considering the context. It's not just the second inning. The Twins have guys on base in scoring position. They already got a run. Like, Shohei and rushing need every strike they can get in a situation like this. And so, even though this one wasn't as obviously a strike as the first one he wanted to challenge, it's still a valid pitch to want to challenge. And it's something he usually would trust his catcher to do. Because, yeah, this was Shohei's first challenge of the year. He doesn't do this. He just knows Will Smith is going to do it. Like, they're on the same page. But, I mean, at this point, he's like, with rushing, he's like, all right, dude, why are you not challenging these pitches? And again, I think rushing just has serious behavior, anger issue. Obviously, and whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to diagnose him with something, but, like, he always seems mad. Like, bro, chill the fuck out. I know it's easier said than done, and I'm not in his head. I don't know, like, I'm not him. But you're on the Los Angeles Dodgers. You're playing with Shohei Ohtani. Like, that is so cool. Why are you so angry all the time? Let alone showing Shohei up? Like, chill the fuck out. And guess what? Shohei was right, by the way. Whoa, color me shocked. Like, you already looked dumb when you told Contreras it was a ball. Like, do you not learn your lesson? Especially since this involves your own teammate? Like, what? So, oh, God. So, things look to be going to shit fast because 2 pitches later, another frickin' single. Twins just getting the job done. 2-run score, 3-1. They're on top. The runner did get thrown out trying to take second. Pages, like, bobbled it in center, and he was like, all right, let me try and take this. And he's like, nope, fuck you. So, all right, that was good at least. But, I mean, things were not looking great. And Shohei did strike out the next hitter to end the inning. The hell that he went through that inning. Holy shit. And then look at this. So this is right when after they're going into the dugout. Shohei went in first. He goes into the clubhouse. Rushing runs after him. And, in the context of the moment, it's like, shit, is he about to, like, attack Shohei? Mookie, look at Mookie and Muncy. They're immediately like, oh my God, what's about to happen? But thankfully, nothing happened. Nothing bad, at least. I assume Rushing was apologizing for what happened out there. And the Dodgers, they made this right. Because, again, they're full of good, likable dudes. So, like, this really is the perfect team for Rushing to be on. So, right after this inning, obviously Rushing is not in a good headspace at that point. And he is so lucky because he's got great teammates. I mean, who else has a Ken Barbie doll spawning out of nowhere to just walk up and talk to you and help you out mentally? That's amazing. So, that's what he did. Gave him a talk in the dugout. This coach was also there, the mental skills coach, Brent Walker, Dr. Brent Walker. So, they're chilling there with him. And then Dave Roberts, the manager, put his arm around him. Roberts is part Japanese. He was born in Japan, actually, so he's going to show mercy. He's not going to be all belligerent or anything. So he was like,
we're sorry. No problem.
But he is also biracial, so I think the black side came out for a second, like,
how about I bottle your ass and kick it down the stairs, man?
No, he was being what looked to be very compassionate with Rushing, a very fatherly mentor kind of vibe, which is exactly what he needed. Everyone is different in a way, and as frustrating as Rushing can be, I don't think the way you treat him and whatever is going on in his head is by yelling at him. Like, everyone's different. Everyone's brains are different. And I think this is a great example of how important and great it is to have a veteran player like Freddie Freeman and then Dave Roberts, who seems to have a really good feel for his players. Like, yeah, and the rest of this game couldn't have really gone any better. At least overall, not necessarily for Rushing, like offensively, but overall. So while this was happening, Shohei got himself a run back with a hit, and specifically a single, which is great. He's like, y'all hit 5 singles against me. Well, here's one back up your ass. And then he ended up scoring on another single. 2 singles were hit after Shohei's single. Mookie was the first one. He also hit his 300th career homer in the second inning, by the way. So shout out to Mookie. But yeah, I mean, singles were the fucking hot commodity for this game. Holy shit. Max Muncy base hit to right field. That tied the game. Then Alex Call gave them the lead on this ball to right. This was weird. The throw here was cut off by Lewis. Like, Freddie he might have been out if it wasn't cut off. I mean, the right fielder, Cody Clemens, he definitely was a little caught by surprise that Freddie was going home. That's why his throw seemed rushed. Like, he wasn't preparing to make a throw home, and maybe it was a bad throw anyway, but I don't know. Either way, the Dodgers had the lead right back, and Shohei Ohtani never looked back. He and Rushing. Yes, I'm going to give credit to Rushing too. they locked the fuck in. He ended up immediately striking out the next 3 hitters. Well, he struck out the one to end the second inning, and then that's 3 more. So 4 strikeouts in a row. And then the Dodgers actually did the same thing right after that. They struck out 3 times in a row in the inning. Rushing and Shohei were 2 of them. And then Rushing had a mini crash out in the dugout, but it didn't matter because they locked the Twins offense down. So did Mookie Betts. What a game for him. Look at this play. This would have scored a run. And oh my God, I just busted. And yeah, the Twins were done off Shohei. He struck out 8 hitters overall. He looking nasty. And his night ended with another Mookie play. Freddie with the nice pick. Great ending for him. And yeah, Dodgers ended up winning the game and sweeping the series. They won every game in Minnesota. And after the game, Rushing, and I know this isn't like a very high bar here for the guy, and it's very obvious he was in the wrong, so he should be apologizing and owning up to it. It's not some crazy impressive thing that he did. But it's definitely still good that he did it, right, rather than not doing it, and took accountability. There is one thing he said I wanted to address. He said it was embarrassing that he needed support like that since he's a grown man. And on one hand, yes, you are a grown man. Calm the fuck down. Chill out. But on the other hand, if you need help, you need help, man. You're not a pussy for getting mental help. I'm not a therapist, but like he had another mini crash out after striking out again in the game. And like this is not healthy to be doing all the time. It's not healthy for your teammates to be around. Like it adds stress to the overall vibe, to the dugout, and to like everyone. And of course, to yourself. So like, yes, it's a rough situation. Obviously, it's not ideal to be doing this all the time. But he has some sort of thing he needs support for. So yeah, like there's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't think Dalton Rushing is a bad person. He just obviously needs a lot of help with this. So like, you're not a fucking bitch for needing mental help. You know what I mean? Like it's a balance between, yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You are a man, but also like men are freaking suicidal too. Like it's not like, oh, pull it together. Like if you need mental help, get mental help. That's what these guys are here for. So he's very lucky to have what he had. But hopefully this is one of those moments he learned from that he'll look back at years from now. Like, man, I was lucky to have these dudes to set me straight and help me get my shit together. And hopefully, just in the meantime, get in better communication with Shohei. Jeez, or get Will Smith the fuck back right now. Because, yeah, I mean, if you're pissing him off, of all people, Shohei, something's wrong. But then again, he is pissing everyone off. So it's going to be automatic at this point. Rushing they need to help him out. But yeah, anyway, just annoying. Hopefully he'll mature from this. So anyway, that's about it for now. Love you. Bye.